Hello, all you lovely people. This is Jen, and this is a video about my giveaway. My voice is kind of missing because my granddaughter gave me germs, which was lovely of her to share. We're always working on sharing. That's one thing I didn't want her to share. Anyway, so I'll try and get through this as best as I can. I've made some things. Instead of making a journal, I made some little things. And I think it was Mr. Paris, and he said, why don't you give away to 3 people instead of 1 and split it up, and then more people could have something. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys in the comments below. You can either say 1, which means there would be 1 winner, or 3 or 2, and that would be, I would split up what I've made and send it to 2 or 3 people instead of just 1. So that's up to you guys. I'm going to let you decide. Here is a packet of some things I made. This is, these are little altered playing cards. There's a couple little girls on the front. On the back, there's a quilt, and it said, I made a wish, and you came true. And that's just got some more paper that you could actually journal on or put some notes on. And here's one that says it's supposed to be a house, and it says the abode. And up here by the chimney, I got the word smoke. And there's a little heart and a rose. And then on the back, there's some pretty paper. And there's a tuck spot that says, home, where life begins and love never ends. So that's another altered playing card. Here's one with 2 girls, 2 women on it. It says, a friend knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you have forgotten the words. And on the back of this one, there's a small tuck spot with just a couple little pieces of ephemera in it. And this one is a little girl riding on a cat. I got this out of a Victorian book. And on the back, I took a little piece of, I don't know, what kind of it's like a cellophane sack or something. I put a heart on it. And in here, it says, she couldn't keep her colors inside the lines, so she drew new lines. And that fits right inside that little sack. And then this is one of those playing card things that I showed you on Junk Journal Junkies that had, been sewn together and leaves place on the back for journaling. So there's one stack of those. Here is a stack of envelopes. Some of them have napkin decoupage on them. That one does. That one does. This one's just made out of book paper. And this one's made out of book paper. And these 2 things, I saw somebody, I can't remember who it was, somebody online was making pockets out of book pages. And it was really cute. And they were very easy. And you just fold the pages in, and then you've got a big pocket on the inside. And so I made a couple of those. And then we have this little packet. It's got some little tiny envelopes, the kind that I like to make. And it's got some book page hearts and music paper hearts. Those are just cutouts. And here's another small envelope that I put together. And here's a couple templates for the mini envelopes that I make. And this is a little booklet. It's got a key here on the twine that shuts the booklet. And then there's some different fabrics and some cross stitch and a rose. And you open it up, and this is a handkerchief that I got at the thrift store. And there's a little girl on here. This is actually another altered playing card. And that's French for I love you. And then, I hope that's right. All you French people can tell me if I'm wrong. The little thing in the back says, though she be but little, she is fierce. And that's by Shakespeare. So that's got a little tuck spot in the back of it. And that fits in this side pocket. And then I used that onion paper that I love so much because I like the way it sounds. And I put napkin decoupage on it to make it a little bit more interesting. And there's a heart, and that's got a doily pieces cut out of it. It says "with all my heart" down here. And on this page, this is a different kind of paper. This is coffee dyed, just copy paper, I think. And this has one of those little tuck spots I was telling you about, except it's a lot smaller. And inside, let me see what this is. I thought that went to a different book, so this may have gotten stuck in there by mistake. Let's see. Nothing was impossible as long as she believed. I'm not sure if it goes in that pocket or not. I thought it went somewhere else, but who knows? And there's another little, oh, maybe it goes inside here. Here's another little booklet. It says, "Believe in yourself, for you are an amazing soul." And yes, I think that's what I did. I think this goes in this tuck spot. And, yeah. So I had that all screwed up. Okay, we're all good now. And then the back has a little bird on it that I get from Cindy McDermott. She sent me a package just the other day, and I told her I was making a card for a friend's birthday. And the little bird that I put on the card for my friend, it says right there, I don't know if you can see it or not, it says "wish" on the bird, and then up here it says "happy birthday greeting." And I just thought that was so bizarre because that's exactly what I'm doing. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had to tell her about that. And anyway, here's some more of the onion paper, and there's a picture with, napkin decoupage. Here is a little bottle that I put on some of that kind of paper and did a little stamping. And inside here is a little card with butterflies on it, and then here's like a big moth. I'm not crazy about moths, so I dyed that purple so he looked a little cuter. And this card just says "she had a feeling." And that goes back in this tuck spot. And, whoops, I got that messed up. I'll fix it. Don't panic. Don't ever panic. That's our motto. I tell my daughter that all the time. Our motto is "don't ever panic," and she panics about everything, so we laugh about that. Anyway, courage is being yourself every day in a world that expects you to be someone else. That's a Tim Holtz stamp. And here's one of Tim Holtz's people, and I put butterfly wings and a hat on him just to make him look a little more festive. And that's Tim Holtz stamps there on the back. And there's a Tim Holtz ballerina stamp, some butterflies and moths. And there's a picture of a little guy in a baker's suit. That's so cute. And this little card says "Heartbreaker." And on the other side it says "You are my happy place." And then I stamped a heart and delight at the bottom. And there's a oh, I forgot to put a body on that. I'm going to do that. I always stamp that, and then I use something else for the body, like, I don't know, some kind of lace or some kind of a piece of something to make it look kind of neat. And here's the back, and there's another pocket on the back from the same handkerchief. And inside there's Bunny. I didn't want you guys to think I forgot Bunny. Hooray! And it says I get by with a little help from my friends. And that's, very apropos because Bunny is my friend. And on the back side is just some ephemera card. So that goes in there. And that's the end of this little booklet. And we have a little Matchbox with, let's see, there's a bird on it. There's a lace, and this flower has some beeswax on it, some doily pieces and book pages on the box. And you pull this out, and the box there's a little journal inside, and the box has dictionary paper on it. And there's a pretty flower, rose, and you open it up, and this is a picture of a mother. Actually, she was in that book I got I got a book from a friend out of somebody's basement, and nobody knew who the people were. And somebody had this little tiny picture of this lady, and by it there was a heart, and it said mom. So I know she was loved, and I know she's someone's mom, and I'm giving her new life in my book. She has a very sweet smile. And then this is a little fold out that says, do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that. So that just folds down in there. And the next page we have a romantic picture of a man and a woman kissing. It says, start the new year right. Apparently that was New Year's Eve. And in here, oh boy, it's Bunny again. He got to be in all the books because, well, he's just that special. You cannot have a good book without Bunny in it. It just doesn't work. And here's a pretty lady on a half page. Here's a picture of some guys. They look like railroad workers or something. They got overalls on. There's a dog down there in front of them. I just thought that was kind of a cool picture, an old picture. And here's some dictionary words on this page. And there's a little, I don't know what that is, a picture of some little birds down there on a thing that looks like a library card. And this lady also came out of the book. It says, this heart of mine. And this I got from somebody in Happy Meal. I'm not sure. Somebody stamped it. I don't really remember who gave that to me, but I really like it. And here's a little tuck spot on the last page. And we open this up. And it says, how far the little candle throws its beams, so shines a good deed in a weary world. And that was by Shakespeare. I think that's so true because it's like a candle. You know, if you have a candle, it's going to give off light to more, more than just one place. And if you do something nice for somebody, chances are, they'll pay it forward. And it's kind of like the candle growing brighter or something. Okay, that sounds kind of corny, but I like it. And on the back, here's some paper. This is German, I think. I don't know what it says. Hopefully nothing disgusting. So we put this in this little box, and then it slides back in here, so you have a cute little box to put on your shelf or whatever, wherever you want, and with a little journal in it. Oh, and this is an envelope I made. I got a little excited one day when I was bored, and I put this little thing up here, and it holds this rusted star. And then on this page, I put some flowers that I made out of paper, and then it makes a little thing to hold the flap shut. And that's just a piece of fabric because it was starting to, I beat the paper up so badly that it was starting to compromise its stability. So I stuck a piece of fabric in there to hold it. And so that's just another envelope. And this is my last thing to show you. This is a little bag I made because what I did was I made a journal out of tea bags. And as always, my stuff always gets too big for I was going to stick it back in the tea bag wrapper, but it got too big. So I made this cute little bag, and I stuck it in the cute little bag so that I had something to put the journal in. And it's got some seam binding wrapped around it. This was also, I love this. This was also a handkerchief that I got at the thrift store. It's so thin, but it was really pretty. It had those little blue flowers on them. They remind me of forget-me-nots. I don't know what they are, but they're pretty. So the first page, you open up, and there is one of those little pockets. Down here I have a punch for, and there's some cheesecloth and music paper. And you open this up, it says, find yourself a cup. The teapot is behind you. Now tell me about hundreds of things. And there's a stamp of a little coffee cup or teacup on the bottom. And then we have this page with the pretty flowers, and there's a tuck spot here. And you open it up, and If you guessed bunny, you are right. It's Bunny holding a little flower, and well, he just looks so dashing and so cute. And we're going to put him right back in that tuck spot. And this is just some old paper I had about percentages and stuff. Here's a butterfly I got from Cindy McDermott. It's got some fabric behind it, and I put some of those perfect pearls on it too. I don't know, just because I wanted to. And oh, this is really cool. Cindy McDermott sent me this stamp on some jars, and I took a white pen, and it was so tiny, and my eyes aren't aren't that good anymore, so I just put little dots on the flower petals so that, you know, you could see them better, and I liked the way it turned out. And here is a little plastic sack. I just found a little piece of plastic and I made it into a little sack, and you pull this out and there's a little thing. It says, "I am seeking, I am striving, I am in it with all my heart." Van Gogh said that, and there's a heart at the bottom. And behind this, there is a napkin decoupage, and it was so thin. I mean, these are Teabag papers, so, you know, they're very thin and fragile. So I had to bulk them up with some fabric and other things so they didn't just tear apart. And this is just a button and some crochet and some ribbon and stuff on that page, and this page has definitions from the dictionary, and this says, "Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place." And there's a little picture of a fairy that I stamped, and I put this shiny lace on her wing to make it look, I don't know if you can see it, it kind of shines, and I thought that was cute. And there's another just words from a dictionary, and here's a little guy, Tim Holtz guy, and I kind of put him like on a belly band, and inside is this little piece of paper, and you open it up. It's folded like an envelope, but it's not sewn, and it says, "And she loved a little boy very, very much, even more than she loved herself." And that goes back here, and then I have one of those little tiny Tim Holtz paper clips to hold it in place. And then this is the napkin decoupage that I had with some strawberries. And here's a picture of a lady. I don't know, she looks like she has a, oh, what do you call those things? A life jacket. It looks like she has a life jacket on, so I don't know where in the heck she's going. But anyway, at least she'll be safe if it rains. And here is some music paper. Here's a page with a little bird on it. And inside here there was a tuck spot, and you open this up, and there's a heart. And it says, "Kindness matters." I just sewed that onto the paper. And that is true. Kindness really does matter. I wish everybody in the world would be nice to other people, and then maybe our world wouldn't be such a mess. And there's the last page, a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and that's the back of the book. So, you've seen everything that I have put together to make for my giveaway, and this was for 2,000 subscribers, and then while I've been working on these little things to give away, I think it's up to 2,100, so I'm very excited. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you for the comments you leave. I try to answer all of them. Sometimes if there's too many, I may not get to all of them, but I do appreciate all of them, and they really mean a lot to me. You guys are the best. So let me know one winner, 2 winners, or 3 winners, and I will take all the people that comment on this video, and we will pick the number of winners that you guys, the majority, decides. I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks again for your support. Bye.